Time now for the topic of the week, and as far as I'm concerned, response of the year is coming up. You're going to love it. This week, we asked you, with the LA Galaxy winless in almost 2 months, is it time for change in the front office, or should the coach be the one to pay the price?
Well, Debbie in Tampa said Ruud Gullit has some fine offensive players, but with a midfield that has little desire to defend and a backline and a goalkeeper that are limited, there is probably not much more Gullit can do. Whoever put together such an unbalanced team, the front office, should be replaced, not Ruud Gullit. In the front office is in brackets there.
JJ Schuster of Santa Clara, California. I'm about to join your fan page on Facebook for this one. As a diehard Quakes fan, I want to publicly thank Alexi Lalas for all his efforts to help San Jose. Thank you, Alexi, for sending Frank Yallop back to us. We have the best coach in MLS. Too bad you hired someone who knows next to nothing about American soccer. And thank you, Alexi, for no longer being our GM and president. Not only will the Galaxy not make the playoffs, my Quake will finish higher in the standings. And then JJ went on to notice that Laos has ruined 3 teams, and I think if the Quakes won an Ultra Group, JJ is the man.
What's he driving at there? Richard in California says that what needs to happen is the budget pool for players' salaries needs to be increased. The managers and staff can only have 3 to 5 quality players presently, and then it's how the others can cope around them. The topic of Ruud Gullit staying would not be an issue if he was given or allowed to get a reasonable playing staff with adequate budgets. Hopefully MLS will relax these rules more in the coming years.
Thank you so much to everybody who responded. The 3 folks we chose. We're going to get a very nice Fox Soccer Channel prize pack. Bobby, to you, does someone need to go, and if so, who is it?
Well, it's interesting because if you talk to fans and take the emotion out of it when it's not their team you're talking about, they will tell you the way to succeed is to stay with what you make, good choices, stay with what you've got, and ride out the troughs, and you will be successful. But when it's their team, immediately they want change.
Yeah.
So there's a real contradiction that goes in there. I don't think you're going to see any changes.
None at all?
Not at this point. You're going to see them go the complete season at the very least, right through. To bring in somebody like Ruud Gullit with his experience, his knowledge base, to dump somebody like that after a few short months, makes no sense whatsoever. As far as the front office is concerned, I'm sorry, but changing the front office isn't going to change what's happening on the park.
Yeah, you're still committed to...
That's committed to... You're committed to the players you've got.
Changes on the field, then.
Yeah, and so the problem Los Angeles have got is they're a very unbalanced side. They've got, as one of the writers pointed out, they've got some very, very good players, but with the salary cap what it is, they've also spent a lot of money on these players and haven't got necessarily a lot of room left for the rest. And defensively, they're an exciting team to watch for the neutral. But as far as if you're a Los Angeles Galaxy fan, defensively, they'll just turn you grey very, very quickly, and that's what they've got to tighten up on. Whether that's the back 4, the goalkeeping, or defensive midfield, they just have to find a way of tightening up as they go down.
That's how they're going to decide this. Whoever turns grey first, Gullit or Lalas, is out. I believe that's a decision.
They're both killer. The LA took a shot. Yes. They've gone with 3 essentially designated players. They've taken a shot. They've taken a chance. Can we say it doesn't work, or, I mean, 20 games into the season?
Yeah, is this a good thing for the league? If you blow all your money on 3 or 4 guys, are you in trouble?
Well, with salary cap, it just can't be done. In other leagues, you might get away with paying a lot of money to 3 or 4 players, but then you just keep on writing checks for the rest and fill them in. But you've got 3 players who are very strong offensively. Defensively, you haven't got the same calibre of player, and we've talked, as long as we've done this show, about how important the spine of a team is.
Yeah.
And you look at the spine of Los Angeles Galaxy, and it's not a very strong spine. And that's where you should be building from. You should be building from up the middle, goalkeeper, centre-backs, into the midfield, and then up front. Then you can perhaps try and hide some players out in other positions, but they haven't built that way.
I don't think any million-dollar defenders are in the works, though.
Off the break now, and when we continue on the other side, preseason friendly action continues, including some featuring Jose Mourinho's Inter Milan. So stay with us.